Hey Libra, we're going to do your reading, so we're going to get right into it and see what is going on for you guys, Libra. All right, Libra. Let's see. Libra. All right. Oh, that's kind of cool. The King of Wands is at the bottom. So, all right, you guys have the Page of Wands, and this is for your current energy. So I kind of like that, especially with the King of Wands at the bottom. I already feel like this is going to progress in a good way, or in the way that you're wanting it to do. That kind of thing, okay? So, all right, Page of Wands. I do feel like there's something here, Libra, that you are, I want to say you're like hot on the trail of something, okay? That kind of thing. And I also feel like this is something that you're like, do I want that? Do I not want that? That kind of stuff. But I feel like as time goes on, you're going to be like, okay, yes, this is definitely like something that I want to go towards, that kind of thing. So, all right, let's see. In your environment, you have the reverse Knight of Pentacles. So maybe there's somebody around you who is like taking too long with something, and I'm wondering if you're I got to tell you, if there is somebody around you who's, again, like taking too long to do something, that kind of stuff, or is maybe being like overly cautious about something, then what I understand here is that you're just like, it's almost like, well, someone has to do it. Like, you know, it almost feels like maybe waiting for something and then being like, okay, you know what? I actually really do want to go for this. I want to like take maybe responsibility of something, that kind of stuff. I also think there's maybe something that you are like, I want to be like the trailblazer of something here, okay? But I do think that there's an energy of, this is either something around you is taking, again, a really long time to like culminate or get together or making moves here, or maybe this is a person who is like all talk, no action, like kind of like making, like has like this whole like plan or whatever, but it's like, it hasn't gotten up and running yet. But I also understand this as well as like, maybe something taking a long, taking a lot of time, okay, that kind of stuff. You know, I'll also say something here, Libra. I wouldn't be too surprised if something in your like actual routine just kind of like switches in some sense, okay, that kind of thing. Or maybe this is like, yeah, something that you're working on, or something that is like just the way that you typically do something, that kind of stuff. There might be like a little bit of a switch up in that, all right, that kind of stuff. And I'm even wondering if because of that, you might be feeling like, okay, more motivated to do something, or, you know, something like that. So, all right, for your challenge, you guys have the 10 of Cups here, which is a little interesting for a challenge. I'm wondering if you were maybe thinking that something was going to possibly be easier than it really is, okay, that kind of stuff. And I also wonder if maybe this is something that it's just like you might have to do something that maybe it's like, God, I just got comfortable, or I just got home. It's almost like, yeah, like I just got home and now I have to do this thing. And I don't even mean like literally home. I mean whatever that is, being like I feel like emotionally supported here. I feel like, okay, like this is like wonderful. This is like nirvana or something like that, okay? I wonder if there's like a challenge and then being like, well, now I have to kind of like shake things up, or now I have to start really making like active moves towards something here, okay? That kind of stuff. I also understand possibly something just maybe happening that is making you feel like a little bit less than included, or something like that, all right? That's what I'm thinking. All right, so you have the 4 of Pentacles, and this is showing up as your opportunity. So I feel like your opportunity is to hold on to something, or is to maybe like reserve. This could be reserving energy, I got to tell you, you know, like Page of Wands. And then again, you guys have that King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Like I do understand that as like needing like a good amount of like energy or motivation, something about that. Maybe that's your opportunity, is to hold on to, is to like, again, like reserve your energy in some sense, okay? All right, so let's see what else. Let's see what else here, Libra. So let's get your oracle cards, and then we will, and then we'll clarify your reading. So yeah, this 4 of Pentacles showing up for your opportunity. It definitely could be that it's like maybe you're literally holding something in place. I'm serious. Like, kind of want to say a placeholder, but I also want to say like holding something together. I don't know. That's kind of, look at the 2 of Cups at the bottom. So, all right, let's see, Libra. Whoa, the Hierophant just came out. this might be something that you're like having to almost go against something that maybe you've already committed to, okay? That could be part of whatever this is, or maybe you made a commitment to something and now you're like, all right, well, that actually, like, that, I don't know. Maybe you're, well, let's see what's going on here. Let's see. I also feel, I don't know. Let's see what's going on, Libra. All right. All right. Okay, so let's see. So with the Page of Wands, you guys have the Three of Wands in the previous energy here. So definitely a lot of like fiery stuff going on, a lot of wands rolling around in like your energy and also your past energy. So, okay, I think that maybe there was something that in the past, I wonder if there was something that like you had anticipated was going to like go farther than it did, okay? That kind of stuff. I also understand maybe somebody like dropping the ball, but I'm telling you, there is something here, Libra, where I do think you were waiting for, I think, a long time for something here. This is the energy of like waiting for something to come in, that kind of stuff. And I do feel like there's this like sense of being like, okay, well, I've been waiting for forever. I have to make the first move, or like now I have to like, it almost just feels like you're like, it's my time to do this. Like, you know what I got to tell you? It almost feels like the Judgment card. It's like time is up. Like it's, I don't know, something like that. That's kind of what I'm feeling is going on in like your energy. There's also like this push and pull between like, do I like stay back or do I move forward on something? You know what I'm saying? There's something like that. So, all right. In your environment, you guys have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, and then you have it with the reverse Three of Cups here. So yes, I do think that there was something in the past going on around you that maybe was, maybe a get-together that was put together at like the last moment of something here, or there was like something that was put together that maybe could have been like worked on more, or there's something about like timing, something took too long, or it wasn't like organized the right way, or I don't know, something like that. I'm not judging the situation, okay? So don't get mad at me. I'm just saying that's kind of what I'm feeling like might be happening in your environment, all right? Yeah, something like taking too long, or somebody who is maybe backing out of a particular group. You know what I'm saying? Backing out of a particular group here. That's kind of, I'm getting that energy showing up in your environment. So, all right. So let's see what your challenge is all about here. You guys have third quarter moon adjustments are required showing up for part of your challenge. And then you have it with the Five of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So your current energy, lots of fire, that kind of stuff. Your challenge, very like watery energy, okay? So, all right, yes, I do think, I think that there was maybe a disappointment in the past, or there was a disappointment or something that you're seeing as like, can we get back to that? Can we like recover from this thing or whatever the heck it is? And I feel like the challenge is maybe not being able to like visualize how something is going to work out, okay? Something about that. Adjustments are required. Yeah, this might be, maybe this is something that like adjustments were required a while ago or something like that, okay? That's kind of what I'm understanding, but I do want to say that I feel like whatever is going on now, I feel like the challenge has to do with somebody or yourself, whatever it is, that's feeling like not included or is not feeling super like secure about the way something is going to like end up, okay? That kind of stuff. It feels like maybe still working through some like hard feelings or, you know, a loss of some sort, that kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm understanding. Maybe even feeling a little bit of like not so hopeful about something, or being like, I don't know if this is like super comfortable. You know, I got to tell you, for some of you guys, it could just be that there's just like a feeling of like, that feeling of like something's missing. Like I don't feel completely secure in whatever this is. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. So, all right. So, okay, so you guys have the Seven of Wands and you have it with the Seven of Swords here, and this is showing up for part of this challenge as well. There could have been something that was like a third-party situation or something about that, okay? That's not going to be for everybody. You know, I feel like if ever that message comes out and you're like not expecting it, I would absolutely check your other placements, maybe even like spy on the person that you're like kind of, that you might be feeling like maybe, you know, you know what I'm trying to say? Like cross-watching for somebody, that kind of stuff. I just wouldn't take it as like, okay, one reading if someone says like, like a third-party situation, like I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't panic. I wouldn't panic like just yet, okay? All right, so let's see. So there is something here that is like worth defending, okay? Or there's something that's worth maybe even putting boundaries up, defending something here, okay? That kind of stuff. I even feel like there's something about like defending a particular win or defending where it is you currently are, okay? And that defensiveness could definitely be just, again, putting up boundaries with something, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what I feel like is something to like be ready for and being ready. So speaking of that, I also think that's something else here, Libra. I think there's something where it's like, there might be something where it's like you need to be ready at like the drop of a dime, that kind of situation, all right? It's like, it's almost like waiting, and now it's like, okay, and now it's time to, you know, for the adventure, and now it's time to like really make moves on something, okay? That kind of stuff. All right. Okay. I mean, I think that your interest is like piqued in something here. I really do understand that, okay? It just might be that it's like, okay, you know, there, again, adjustments are required, like having to maybe shift things around, that kind of stuff. So, all right, with the the Seven of Wands here, you guys have the Seven of Swords. So this is either going to give you like a leg up on the competition, or it's going to give you some type of like way to either escape something here, to get out of something, or it's giving you, it's almost like putting boundaries up so that it's almost like so nobody can like interfere with something. Maybe that's what it is. It's like to block out any interference, or I don't know, something about that, all right? That kind of situation. That is what I'm feeling here. Adjustments are required. I feel like this is speaking about this Seven of Swords. Like there's something about that, like needing to adjust like a particular intervention or approach or tactic of some sort, that kind of stuff, all right? That's what I'm feeling. All right, so you have the Ace of Wands, and this is showing up as what to avoid, okay? So you already have like the Page of Wands there, and at the bottom of that first deck, you did have the King of Wands. So I do understand this as possibly avoiding like maybe jumping to anger, or avoiding like getting, like using all of your like energy at like the first, I don't know, the first time. It almost makes me feel like keeping up your endurance with something, okay? Something might be quite important to like really, again, keep up your endurance, that kind of stuff, all right? That could be certainly something that is like being suggested, or like, I almost want like a reminder, because I don't think that that's going to be something that you're going to be like completely shocked about. Okay, so all right, let's see what else here. I almost just called you Taurus. Maybe you guys are dealing with a Taurus. Okay, I'm totally getting that with this energy as well, okay? I think that there's maybe something that you are, okay, here's the thing. You might have kind of like defended yourself in some sense, okay? That kind of stuff, to like throw somebody off of the trail, or to, again, like get out of something, or to, I don't know, cause like an illusion of some sort of distraction of some sort. I don't know, something like that, okay? That kind of thing. So, all right, let's see. Okay, so you guys have New Moon in Gemini. Think it through, and this is showing up for your opportunity. So you have that with the Wheel of Fortune, and also this Four of Pentacles here. So, all right, so so think it through, New Moon in Gemini. I mean, I feel like you already kind of have thought something through, or maybe you haven't, because here's the thing. It does feel like in the past there's this like waiting energy, like I'm waiting, like I don't know, like should I expand on this thing, or should I like just kind of sit here and wait? Like, is there a delay? Like, what's going on? That kind of thing. So maybe that was like the time to like, I don't know, think something through here, okay? That kind of situation. Again, I feel like there's somebody in your environment or a situation who is taking a really, really long time with something, or is, I don't know, like something like wasn't planned. I don't know, something about planning, okay? That kind of situation, all right? I don't know. Maybe picking somebody up late, or picking somebody up too early for something. I'm not sure, something regarding that. But here we go. So with this Four of Pentacles here, I almost feel like this is like kind of that, part of that thinking it through energy, all right? So maybe holding on to something, or holding on to a judgment call, holding on to, I don't know, something here before maybe like completely going and being like, okay, this is what we're doing, or this is what I'm going after, or whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff, okay? Certainly could be. I do understand a little bit of like anger, okay, or frustration, something like that. I do pick up that energy, all right? But I will say, I think it's being channeled or processed in like a pretty good way. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm feeling. All right. So you have this Wheel of Fortune, and this is showing up in the previous energy of this Four of Pentacles. So I feel like maybe there was like a loss of control, or there was something that maybe it was like, everything was going in this direction, and then something happened and it kind of like changed what was going on, or changed what you kind of anticipated was going to be the end result of something, or how far something was going to go, that kind of thing. All right. So I feel like because there was like maybe a massive change, or there was, I don't know, again, something where I just want to, like, the tides have changed, like maybe even like a karmic situation, whatever the heck it is, like that kind of energy already transpired. I think now is more about maybe even determining where it is that you want to like keep control versus where it is that maybe you're like, okay, I can like loosen up control there. I can kind of like let the universe do what it's doing, that kind of stuff. Okay. I also think that there's something here where it's like, I almost want to say if I kind of want to say, don't let something pass you by, okay? That's what I want to say here, Libra, is don't let something pass you by, okay? I think that you're maybe really thinking about something, or you're holding on to like the idea of something here. For some of you guys, maybe this is like holding a grudge, okay? I know that we were saying like, I was feeling like frustration, anger, those kinds of feelings. So possibly right now, maybe that's like your opportunity is to maybe hold a particular grudge about something. I don't think that's particularly like, I don't think that that's really what would be suggested here, to be completely honest, but you never know. Tarot can get crazy. So, yeah, there's something about, I want to say, not giving up on an opportunity that might be coming back around, or has come back around. I just think that there's something about needing to think it through, or to see both sides of something here, okay? To see both sides of something, that kind of stuff, or even to like reflect to see maybe your part in something, or whatever it is, that kind of stuff. Communication might be really important, that kind of thing. So, all right, you have the Eight of Swords here. So, all right, you have the Eight of Swords. That is a Gemini card with this think it through. So it feels like what to do is to think it through, okay? To not hold yourself captive in anything, that kind of situation, all right? Not like, yeah, not feeling like you are stuck where you are. Like, again, it's like there's something about like allowing yourself to, I really, really want to harp on that, is to like not let an opportunity pass you by, or to capitalize on something that is changing and being like, okay, that's changing, or that thing is shifting. I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna hold on to whatever, this particular thing. Okay. What I also want to say is there might be something here where like you actually have the opportunity to hold on to a particular item that maybe just like randomly came your way, or something that you're like, that's my lucky item, that's the thing that brings me like luck, that kind of stuff. All right, maybe that's what it is like, it's like, oh, well, last time this brought me luck, I'm going to hold on to it for this time. Okay, that kind of thing certainly could be. So, all right, I do think there's something about like expanding your thinking, or at least being like, you know what, I'm not gonna like, yeah, like I'm not gonna, I want to say like be like walked all over. I'm not gonna be bullied into a corner, or whatever the heck it is. It's like setting yourself free from something here, that kind of stuff, while still like protecting yourself. So it's really, this is interesting. I'm like, this sounds like sparring, or it sounds like I don't know, something like that. Like, I don't know, something like that. So, all right, you have the Sun card, and this is showing up as what this Eight of Swords might be bringing in. So, yeah, I mean, Sun card, that's like a super happy type of energy, that kind of stuff, like definitely like joy, happiness, all that kind of stuff, okay? Maybe even revealing something really amazing, or having just like, just having a good time. I mean, I feel like the Sun card, everyone said, not everyone, but like a lot of people are like, oh, the Sun is like the best card in the deck. I don't really know if this has nothing to do with your reading, by the way, Libra. I don't know what my favorite card in the deck is, in case you were wondering at all. I'm sure you weren't, but I don't know. I just felt I just feel like sharing that with you. So, all right. So first of all, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe kind of like loosening up in some sense, or kind of like breaking free from something here. Maybe that is something that it's going to be like, okay, yeah, that's going to make you feel like more willing to like be seen in a certain way, or more willing to like, I don't know, like, yeah, like have like attention on you, that kind of stuff, or to like experience like some type of like joy in some sense, that kind of thing. Okay, that's kind of what I'm feeling here, Libra. All right, so let's see. So you have this Knight of Wands, and this is showing up as what to avoid here. So I mean, there's so much fire going on here, and it's like showing up in like your energy, what to avoid, what like your opportunity, blah blah blah. It's like kind of all over the place. So like fire is a wonderful element, but it's like super friggin' destructive if it's like not kind of channeled the right way. I am a fire sign, so trust me, I definitely know that's true. Okay, like we can either like, I don't know, man. I don't know. You maybe are dealing with a Sagittarius, okay? You have 2 sevens right here, so certainly could be dealing with a Sagittarius, that kind of stuff, okay? Sag is a fire sign. That's why I was saying it. So also maybe there's something here with a Leo, okay? A Leo person, that kind of situation. So like we were saying with all this fire here, I do think that this Knight of Wands is what to avoid, is possibly doing something that is like impulsive, okay? Like super impulsive, or again, that like quick to anger thing, that kind of stuff. For those of you who are like, you know, third party situation, that kind of stuff, I would say avoid anybody who's like giving attention to you for 1 second and then they're like, okay, just kidding, like I'm like super like hot and cold, like I'm giving you, I'm interested in you now, but now I'm not. And you know, that kind of stuff is super friggin' confusing and is like manipulative as like no one's business. So this might be avoiding somebody who has that kind of energy, okay? Again, in your environment, there's like this energy of like that reverse 3 of Cups, reverse Knight of Pentacles there. So I don't know if this is somebody who's like maybe having a hard time getting into the swing of something socially. If that's the case, then I'm not, you know, then I'm not talking about the whole third party situation, but it could be somebody who's like, oh, I made plans to go here, but I'm lying. I didn't really go there. I went here instead, that kind of stuff. Okay. So I don't know that, you know, if that's the case, and I feel like your opportunity is to recognize patterns and to be like, yeah, no, I'm going to think this through. I'm going to hold on before I like make any decisions here, before, you know, whatever the heck is going on, that kind of stuff, and really avoiding any energy that is like, okay, I'm just going to like this for now, but not for later. Like, you know, like if you like buy a puppy or get a puppy, but adopt, I was going to say rent a puppy, adopt a puppy. It's like, being sure that you're good with that puppy now and for always, that kind of stuff. I don't know. I think I was more so trying to say something about like, you know, like during Easter time, people will get like little baby chickens, or like, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. All I'm saying is if you're going to get a pet, you like be sure that you want one. I don't know where that came from. So I don't know. All right, Libra. So I hope this reading was helpful and made sense, all that kind of stuff. If not, you could check your other placements, and I'll see you guys back for your next one. Thank you. Bye.